Yo, y'all. So listen, we get ready to start this thing, man. Let me see how we gonna do this. My brother just sent me the information. We get ready to do this. Clubhouse, I don't know what I'm doing here, but bear with me. So give me 1 second. We gotta do this thing, man. Figure this thing out together. So we're doing this Clubhouse with my brother, and he just sent me the information. So we're gonna see how this thing is gonna happen. Okay, let's go to the room.
Hey, I started. Peace, brother. Not familiar with that. Okay. Well, we got the brother Samir Bey, the traveling morgue. He's going live on all the platforms. Peace,
Samir, brother.
What's going on?
Man, I'm working it, bro. You should see me with this Clubhouse thing, brother. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even know.
He's on the West Coast.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. Can hear me or not.
Yeah.
Roll back shoe.
Are you there? Are you there, brother?
Yeah, we here.
All right, make sure you get.
Yeah, brother Shaheed. I was just talking to him about you coming in. You're on the West Coast.
West Side?
West Side.
No, I'm South Philly. I'm South Philly all day, brother. I'm Philly all day. Hell with all that. I'm Philly. I'm still Philly.
South Philly, you West Side by way of the P.
Yeah,
That's what they call South Philly, right? The P.
Yeah, we call it. Well, I'm from the Deuce. I'm from the Deuce, homie. They call it Small Side now. Yes, sir. What's good?
Yeah, so I was just telling the brothers, right now we're sharing the room, the mods are coming in. I was just telling the brother Shaheed, he said he didn't hear about this FBA boycott. Now, just recently in Philadelphia, well, first and foremost, brother Sabir, I know you have an issue with the word black as it relates to our people. Why is it an issue with that word black? Why shouldn't our people identify as black?
Because first and foremost, nobody's black. Period. Black is a modern day term. It's actually the Anglo-Saxon word. It's not even an ancient word. So if you refer to a people, that's like saying a yellow person, if that makes sense. No Chinese person says yellow person. You know, no one else says that but our people. So that's the only issue that I have. So people have been asking me, do I have an issue with the word black? I don't, but it's not a people. That's all. It's not a people. Our nationality was stripped. We from Philadelphia. Our nationality was stripped right down in Carpenter's Hall. A lot of people don't know that history though, but it's real.
Shoot, did you want to chime in on something? It might. You got a mic.
Well, not only dealing with the word black, but just dealing with the English language period, we should have a problem.
Hey, you right about that.
Definitely.
No doubt.
We should have a problem with the English language period.
Well, the brother Livercall just came to the stage. I believe the brother Livercall is Haile Selassiite. And so I don't know what his position. Tonight's special guest is our brother Sabir Bey. He's been in the field, been working with a lot of people, a lot of iconic people that you may know of who identify as more. I'm sure brother Livercall will have some contention with that ideology. I've been in brother Livercall's room a number of occasions, and they believe that Haile Selassie is the lion and conqueror of Judah. But right now we're talking about the FBA, and so you said when you say that the black Sabir is a fictitious label for us if we want to be recognized as a nation of people, are you saying that the FBA or Is that a fictitious group?
Well, first of all, you have to study FBA. It was trademarked, and y'all can look this up online. It was trademarked in 2020. So how can it be foundational? It's trademarked. You can look it up. But I never had an issue with my brothers. Like, first of all, I'm gonna give you my name in Amharic, just in case y'all don't know. It's Tegitsu. It's Tegitsu. So I used to go to Ethiopian church. For y'all that don't know, it's Orthodox Tawahedo. So I can tell you about Ethiopia. And real Ethiopians would never call themselves black. They would call themselves Ethiopians, or they would call themselves Africans. So when I say black, that's what I mean. But nobody's black. You have the darkest of the darkest, but they would never call themselves black. And I sat with many Ethiopian priests, and they would speak Amharic, or they would speak Ge'ez. So again, like the brother just said about the English language, this language is a bastardized language. That's what it is. Black is an Anglo-Saxon word. And that's what people have to understand. It's not a nationality. It's not a race of people. So if you have a foundation, like foundation, where's your foundation at? So your foundation is going to still have to go back to where? Africa, period. Doesn't matter. Your lineage doesn't matter. It's going to go right back to Africa. So we're allowing people to label us and take us from the human family, and that's what we're doing. There's no human family called black people.
Well, there's a lot of people in this time that are saying that, I heard a couple conversations on Clubhouse on the app. They were saying that you couldn't have brought all the people by way of the transatlantic slave trade that's here and what is known as North America on a ship.
No, you couldn't.
So they were saying that some of the people that were here, they refer to them as, the foundational Black Americans. Some people refer to themselves as Indians. So do you subscribe to that same mindset that all of us were here on slave ships, and some of us were indigenous to this land? Is that what you're saying?
But this is the thing that people don't understand. Like, if you study Pangea, I don't know how many of y'all travel the way y'all travel. Most of y'all probably went to the typical places. I'm gonna share this with you, and correct me if I'm wrong. Most people probably went to Ghana. Most of our people, we go to Egypt. Most of our people probably, Ghana and Egypt. That's about it, really, or the Caribbean, or maybe Ethiopia, probably, right? Most people don't go to a lot of other countries. If you ever talk to a person that's a pilot and ask them how do they fly, right? They'll tell you how long. I can leave from Newark, New Jersey, right? I'm gonna give you an example why I'm saying this, because I've been to a lot of these countries. I just got back from Portugal, and I'm going back to Portugal in November again. So if you talk to a pilot, I can leave from Newark, New Jersey, right? And go, and I'm explaining this for a reason, brother. I can go, it'd take me probably 4 hours to go from Newark, New Jersey to Portugal. That's close, right? That's like, it takes me 5 hours to come from California to Philadelphia on a flight. I don't know if you know that or not. But the way planes fly, so they have to go a certain route to make it look like it's longer, but a lot of these places are much closer. So when you look up history about the Moors before and study our history before the 1500s, because the Moors were coming back and forth. When you study Columbus records, you'll find that Columbus had Moors on the ship. The Moors were the only one that knew how to navigate back and forth. We've been doing this long before Columbus, but you won't find this. So this is why I went to the archives. My brother Percy's on here too. I went to the archives, and we was in Seville. And in Seville, you can look it up. It's called the Archives of the Indies. Why would it be called the Archives of the Indies? And I have a Destruction of the West Indies also, a book. But when I was over there, I can only show you like how crazy and the pictures of our people, literally, like they inside, look it up, the Archives of the Indies in Seville, Spain. And I said, wait a minute, hold up. And it started clicking. I said, start making sense. And there's a map that's in there also. It's a big map. The place is huge, but it's a big map that's in there. And it show you how close Portugal, how close Spain was to all of this. So when you have the water that we have out here now, which they call the Atlantic, right? It was called the Ethiopic Ocean or the Ethiopian Ocean. That's what it was called. And you can come back and forth. Just like, for instance, I'm going to give an example again. You have Eritrea, right? They call the Red Sea. That's called Eritrea. You can walk. When they said Moses was parting the Red Sea, you can walk back and forth across that. What do you think that was? They made you think it was a whole ocean that they opened it up and said, here, Eritrea means Red Sea. It's all connected. If you look at the maps or you take all the water out of the Atlantic Ocean, you'll see the connection also. So when we were coming back and forth, because once you understand the history of the Moors, that's why they had to erase the history of the Moors, because the Moors was coming before that. So if you was, let's say if you was over here or you was in a country, there's a whole lot to this people to understand it. If you was over there and you got caught in the slave trade or captured by your own people, which we did, enslave our own people, there's a great book that you should read called The Prince Among Slaves. And there's a short documentary on YouTube that Most Def did the narration to. It's called The Prince Among Slaves. Why that book is not being told to our people? Why y'all don't hear about that for Black History Month? You can go to YouTube and look it up. It's been out for a long time. Bill Duke is in it. Most Def, Yassine Bey did the narration. His name was Abdul Rahman. All of it. You have Yuri Mamat or something like that. His name. Georgetown University. His mosque is right there where his house was at in Georgetown on the campus where I went to. He has a picture inside the museum in Philadelphia. His picture is sitting in the museum in Philly. But these are the things that's not being told to our people. So understanding the connection. We've been coming back and forth. Yes. And if you was over here, they took you back over there. And if you was over there, they took you back over here. That's how this was going down. So we already been here, but there was no foundational Black people because Black did not come into the like 1960s. It was not around until the 1960s. So before the 1500s, it was Ethiopians and Moors. Read 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro by J.A. Rogers. Pick up Othello's book when it talks about the Ethiopian Moors. These things are out here, but they're not being told by our people. And this is why people are so confused, saying the foundation. You have to have a foundation before you talk about foundation. And the foundation is not Black.
So hold on, I want to double back on something real quick as you're dropping a lot of bombs. Clubhouse, we got some people in the room. You said that the FBA was trademarked.
Yes, look it up. You can Google this.
Was it that was Tariq Nasheed, the founder of the FBA?
Yes, he is. It's an offshoot.
So is he the one?
I'm going to help you out. He's an offshoot of the ADOS. That's all it is. If you study the history of all of it, Tariq doesn't teach anything, brother. What have Tariq taught to anybody? What did he teach? Tell me what he taught. What did he bring out? So if you go look it up online, you'll find that it's trademarked. Anybody with a brain can look that up. It's trademarked. So I think I forgot the sister's name. It was a sister license.
Carnell.
That's her name?
Is that Carnell?
Okay, yeah. So she don't even rock with him. You follow me? So it was
Brother Livercall from the Ethiopian.
And I'm definitely familiar with you, Samir. I mean, I've watched your videos. I've seen you. Been watching you for a number of years, right?
Salam.
So I'm not really one of them people who are just new to Facebook or new to ChatGDP. I know you have read your books, and I'm glad that you mentioned the Ethiopian Ocean, because that would make the transatlantic slave trade now a trans-Ethiopic slave trade.
Thank you. Say it again. Say it one more. And this is the key. If you study history, brother, if y'all really understood history, most people don't know slavery ended in Ethiopia. I think it was 1940s. Was it 40s, 50s? Look it up. Everybody suffered it, but they were never colonized. That's the difference. People got to you can look it up right now. Say, when did slavery end in Ethiopia? Look it up. It'll give you the timeline, when it happened, what was going on. So there was also a teacher in Ethiopia that became she was a slave who became a South African teacher. Most people don't even know the history. It's still Africa. It's us. It's us. When I go places, they think I'm from Ethiopia. They say, "What part of Ethiopia from Eritrea?" They ask me these questions, but we all family.
Yeah, that's true. Are you familiar with the Ethiopian regiment?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I'm gonna. You definitely have more a lot more scholarship than most people I've spoken with, because a lot of people tend to try to. The problem I'm having is the disenfranchisement of Africa and the disenfranchisement of Ethiopia and their contributions to humanity.
Oh, you can't. Come on, they can't do that, brother. You can't separate. Ethiopia taught. They taught right and wrong. People don't understand the history. What was right and what was wrong. We don't know this. I used to sit with the priests in Boston. I used to go upstairs and talk to the children in Ethiopian church. And I would sit there and I would talk to the students all the time. And I would tell them, you know where the stoplight come from? What's the color of the stoplight? They will geek out. Red, yellow, and green. I said, that's Ethiopian colors. What do you think? What do you think the original Pan-African colors are? Red, yellow, and green. I said, Boy George sung it in his song, Come a Chameleon, red, gold, and green. He's trying to tell you. People who really truly travel know the history, but you can't tell black people this here because they have no history. And I said black people. Once you know who you are and the connection to the universe or the human family, then you can start making sound decisions. They know. I sat with Ethiopians. You know what they told me when I was there? They said when I was in Boston, they told me go back to the black people and tell people. They said that if they don't wake up, they're going to be left standing by themselves. That was told to me to the Ethiopians when I was in Boston. I said, but they're not black people. I said, no. They said, that's your job to bring that to them. That's what they told me, because you know how to articulate it and make it make sense. So we don't have those types of people explaining these things. So when people come from these other countries, there's many dialects in Ethiopia. There's many languages in Ethiopia. There's many, come on. So if you don't sit with these people and you just see the outskirts or the outside, most people who come here can't talk to black people, and they're told not to talk to black people. Why? This is what kills me when they tell me that people flee. When they say everybody's fleeing, most people fled from the south up to the north. Most black people, y'all want to call black, they fled. That's fleeing too. Most people have court cases. In murder cases, they flee from one state to the next state. It's called fleeing. You follow me? So these are the things that we need to look at. So we'll say, oh, he's fleeing from where he came from. Why don't you fight? They were fighting. Do y'all know about the Battle of Ottawa? How many people know about the Battle of Ottawa? Think about it. Do you know, Dre? Study the Battle of Ottawa, and you'll understand what was going on. Barefoot, fighting.
So my question is, because a lot of people, they have contention with the Moors, because they say that some of the Moors sold some of their own people into slavery. What's your pushback on that?
This is the thing, bro. How many people ever heard of the Mandine Charter? Raise your hand. I can pull the books out for you. MANDEN, Mandine Charter. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna make it make sense for you, okay? Mandine, how many of y'all ever heard of that?
Let's go, yeah. Let's go.
That's a question for anybody that's on the feed. How many of y'all heard of it?
Well, we got some brothers. We got some of your brothers on Bays up in the building. They need to come to the stage.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see if they know. I mean, they should be standing in solidarity. But go ahead.
See, this is the thing, brother. Most people, let me explain this to you. Most people don't like getting on social media. I'm always the bad dude because I can go toe to toe with anybody. They don't know how, because when pressure comes, when they say that pressure comes, pipes bust, that's why they don't come on a feed. So you're right, they should be standing with me, but most people don't. I grew up in Philadelphia. Most people don't have your back for real. For real dudes have your back. And this is just the reality. I deal with this every day on my live. So if you don't study, and I'm gonna put it up, it's called the Mandine Charter or the Mandine World. I'm giving you things that you can look up for yourself. I'm putting the book up on YouTube right now so y'all can see. If you look up Sunday Adakita, and Simon Guru, this is in the 1200s. We've been doing that. That ain't nothing new. We've been doing it. So don't say it was the Moors that did it. They were all Moors. Whether you call yourself black, Ethiopian, whatever you want to call yourself, you're still a Moor. But different doesn't make. So they use the term Moor to distract you. Oh, they Moors, brother. The Moors did it. Yeah, the Moors did do it. Oh, brother, the Arab slave trade. Yeah, the Arabs did do it because we was the original Arabs too. Go study Yemen and find out who those people were. They were Arabs. What does it and Yemen's look like? Where is Yemen at? What is it close to? Ethiopia. But they don't teach you this. But they have to criminalize all the people here because you don't read. And they have to create the division. And this is what I'm looking at with the Foundation of Black Americans. The same thing is happening. The same thing. That's why they don't want to sit in the room with me. Not a foundational Black American want to sit in the room with me.
So all right, look, we've seen this time and time again. Like with you got me on the fence for using the word black. I was about
it's all good. I mean, my thing, brother, I don't listen. That's like telling somebody to get off meat. I haven't eaten meat in 30 years. I don't know if you know this or not, but it's like telling a person, yo, bro, you should stop eating meat. No, nigga. Or tell a person stop smoking cigarettes and see how hard for them to stop smoking cigarettes. You see what I'm saying? So I don't expect you to get off of this overnight. I don't expect us to get out of this overnight.
I want to get to this question, though. This question is, do you, because we know that there's agent provocateurs,
no doubt,
that start, organizations and things of that nature. So do you think that this FBA movement, since you're saying it was started by the brother, do you think that it's a schism? Is it a real thing? Is it something that we should keep our eye on? Is it a distraction? What is it? Is it something real? Is it really a real group? Outside, let's say we take the black out. Is this some covert ops coming together is this another strategy to separate our people? That's the question I want to ask. We got more people coming to this.
My response to that would be, brother, keep your head on a swivel. Just be aware. And this is what people don't understand. And this is why I say what the word hip hop means. When you hip to something, you hop out on what you know. Simple. Just stay hip. That's all. I seen it coming. I seen all this stuff coming. I seen the AD. I spoke to the guy from the ADOS. I was doing a lecture in Louisville, Kentucky. I can't think of, maybe y'all know who this dude is. He's the older brother. And Jada Kiss was there. Not Jada Kiss. Styles P was there. Red Pill, Blue Pill, myself. They invited me. And Styles P was thrown off when I got off the stage. He was like, nigga, I ain't never know that. So the dude from ADOS, I forgot the brother's name. And I explained the same thing. This is about 4 or 5 years ago. And I explained the same thing I'm explaining to you. And he said, I got it. But some people are stuck, brother. They don't want to let that go. Like power. Some people don't want to let power go. And that's what's going on. So he said, I got it. And I explained to him the term black, slave, where the word slave come from, Slavic. I'm going through this whole spiel with him. And he couldn't let it go. Frantz Fanon has a saying for that. If you ever read Frantz Fanon's work, he said that the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. This is Frantz Fanon. He said that the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. And that's what is happening, bro. So it's hard to let go of that. It's hard because we've been trained in that. That's what's going on, bro. We don't want to deal with reality. You have to take responsibility, bro. And we don't want to take responsibility. We all had our hand in slavery. We're doing it today. I can bring you to 2025, how we doing the same thing. Look how many are people that's in these universities that think they're better than somebody else. How many black cops you know that mistreat you? Ain't nothing different. It's nothing different, bro. Because we don't. All right,
what's the difference? Your name is Sabir Bey. What's the difference between a Bey, an L, and an ill? Is there a difference between?
I'm going to explain it. Beys just means governors. They're titles. They're not names. None of those things are names. They're not names. They're only titles. Like Haile Selassie, like titles. Y'all know what a title is. Like Esquire. Y'all know what an Esquire is, right? So Esquire is a title. Bey is a title. Ill is a title, which means lawgivers and the governors. Govern yourself. The Beys are big in Turkey. The Beys are big in Tunis. So when you see me flying to Tunis and Turkey, they look at my last name and be like, who's your family? You see how powerful that is? They'll look at that name and see the Beys. If you go to Turkey, you will understand what I'm talking about. If you go to Tunisia, you'll understand what I'm saying. So Infiltration happened, brother. COINTEL is real. I say go and tell, but COINTEL is real. They did it to the Nation of Islam. Same thing happened. What was Malcolm's name? Malik al-Hajj al-Shabazz. How many? Go back and study 1934 when the Nation of Islam and the Final Call all had fezzes on. All of them. Elijah Muhammad. If you Google Elijah Muhammad with a fez on his head, believe me, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Noble Drew Ali did this in 1920s. They didn't start the Nation of Islam until later on. Any Nation of Islam person can come to this cipher. I can prove it to you. They all wore fezzes in the Nation of Islam. 1934.
Now, some people will go to say that, okay, well, that's not a Moorish thing. They'll say that's a Masonic thing. That's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had a name such as Honorable. That's why Minister Louis Farrakhan is called the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. They'll say these are titles that are within the positions within the Masonic Lodge. What would you say about that?
But this is the thing. You and I are from Philadelphia. Anybody from Philadelphia? You have two different Masonic lodges in Philadelphia. Am I right or wrong? Two different. Do y'all know where they're located at? Anybody on the feed? Do y'all know where it's located at? Two Masonic lodges.
We got the Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania. That's downtown, right?
Scottish Rites. Yeah, it's a Moorish room.
Scottish Rite. That's where.
Well, William Penn is,
where all of them come to.
Well, William Penn is pointing to. Go look at the top of City Hall. I mean, Benjamin, no, it's not. That's not him. If you look, if you go, yeah, whatever. That nigga, that dude, whatever that dude is at the top of that City Hall, I never even liked that mug, right? But in the Masonic Lodge on Broad Street, the one that you're talking about, North Broad, you got the Moorish room in there. That's the Scottish. Up North Philly on Broad Street, I'm trying to remember what street it's on because I went there with my uncle one day. All Negroes are in there. All the Negroes are in there. It's called the Prince Hall Lodge.
Prince Hall.
Right?
Yeah, Prince Hall. Yeah.
I tell this story and I tell people this a lot. I was going in there one day with my fez on my head. Y'all can't see it on here, but it needs to be clean. We don't have no symbols on our fezzes. Elijah didn't have, he had the star and the crescent on it. I believe that was on there. And that star and crescent represents the womb of the woman, and the star is the child. That's what that star and crescent represents. So when you go and go to the Masonic Lodge on Broad Street, Scottish Rites, and then you go to the one in North Philly, because I've been to both of them many times. I walked in there one day. They looked at me like I was crazy because my fez wasn't tied down and was swinging from side to side. They was like kind of shook. I know who's in the lodge. Most of your probably Muslim heads probably is in the lodge. Your Black Power people, but majority of your Christians are in it. Majority of them in it. And these are the deceivers right there. They're supposed to be the ones that bring you the light. You have the deacons in the church, which is a decade. That's what deacon means, decade. 12 to 3 is a decade. From your 3 to your 6 is a decade. From your 6 to your 9 is a decade. From your 9 to your 12 is a decade. It's called the deacon or the cardinal points. We know them. They hide it in secret. And the women wear the white fezzes with the yellow tassel, right? It's called a Astarte or the Eastern Star. Think about it. It's all yours. But we can't put these things on our heads. And this is why none of these things are being brought forth to our people.
Hold on. You said Astarte. Isn't that a goddess?
Yes, Astarte. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Okay.
You've seen them people walking around with them white feathers on. You can Google the women with the yellow tassels and the white feathers on and have the same symbols on there. Those are the people who supposed to brought our people from out of the dark into the light. So when the Moors were coming, they was doing this because they understood the history. You didn't go to Africa to get nobody that was building, living in huts, bro. You got master builders. That's what you was getting. You had navigators. The Moors were always navigators. The Moors been navigators. You know how you're going to go and get somebody that didn't know how to navigate. If you study history, you would know who was navigating. You can look up Arab navigators. You can look up Ibn Battuta. You can look up the greatest navigators, Ibn Battuta and brother Ibn Jafar, something like that. These are navigators. They didn't go get somebody that didn't understand astrology. They didn't. They got more.
Okay,
So they had to hide it from you.
Earlier you mentioned about the fez. What is the difference between a fez and a tarbush?
Well, one is short and one is tall. That's all. People make things out of nothing. It says you have a short one. Well, okay, this one right here. Let me give you an example. This right here, mine is, you can't see it right now, but on YouTube, there's 4 ways to go. It's 4 holes in here. Represents the 4 corners or the 4 cardinal points. And each quarter can fit inside here. 4 makes the whole dollar. The fez represents the womb of the woman, the umbilical cord, and the placenta. That's all it really is. It has nothing to do with religion. Nothing to do with religion. It represents the womb of the woman, the mother. But again, sellouts in the movement, bro. Even in the Moorish Science Temple. I got to be honest with you. You had sellouts back then and sellouts at this particular moment. Nothing's changed, brother. That's why I said you have to change within your heart. Change within your heart. That's how you do it. Treat your brother as you want to be treated. That's how I am. And people ask me what my religion is. They be like, well, brother, you a Muslim. My religion is life. And that's Islam. It's just life. That's it.
All right, so we got a couple people that's on the stage. I want to open up the floor a little bit. Tonight's topic, our special guest, he's from the West Side now. He's no longer.
Don't play with me, bro. I'm still Philly, bro. Don't ever get that twisted. You got to be. No, I'm Philadelphia, bro.
He enjoying the fun and the sun out on the West Coast, but now we got my brother Spirit Bay in the building. We got a few people on the stage. Tonight's topic is the FBA boycott, another distraction causing division. The brother Medellin, what's going on? The floor is open, mic's open. Got any questions for Sabir today?
No, I'm really just checking it out. You know what I'm saying? Going through from room to room. I'm glad y'all speaking on the topic. You know what I'm saying? I got opinions, but I'm gonna really just lay back and see what y'all got to say first.
Oh no, brother. Say your opinion. Get your opinions.
Yeah, we want to.
Close. Listen, this is the thing. Closed mouths don't get fed. But y'all that don't know, I've been doing this radio thing for over 25 years. I've been doing this. I didn't want to 5-6 different radio stations. I'm good at what I do. So you can throw whatever you want to throw at me. Now, if I say go research it and you don't research it, then that's not my fault. That's your fault. I'm giving it to you. So throw it out. Closed mouths don't get fed.
I mean, I got a nuanced opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think the shit is definitely a distraction. It's definitely
no doubt
causing division. I mean, you can't argue that it's causing division. To what degree is it a distraction? I think it's a valid. Because you got to start with the FBA shit, right? I think as a Black American, I'm foundational to America, right? And you got a lot of people who come to America and don't really understand our struggle, and they get tricked into aligning with our oppressor or with the enemy, whatever you want to call it. Now, are Africans playing a part in this shit? Some of them, not all of them, some of them. But to boycott all African businesses, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But also, I think a lot of this shit be on like people who online all the time. I don't think the majority of Black people is boycotting African businesses. I think that's a chronically online shit. You feel me? I may be wrong though. I think the diaspora should be held accountable for how they move in America. But I also think we should have nuance and we should allow people to be human, just like we want the diaspora to look at us as human. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, brother. Why should they be accountable and we don't hold our own people accountable here?
Well, I disagree with that. I think we do hold ourselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's mutually exclusive. I think we can hold the people in our household accountable and hold our neighbors accountable. I think both of those can happen at the same time.
Let me give you an example. I'm not in Philly anymore, but I know all the shootings that's going on in Philadelphia. Who's holding them accountable? When I saw something recently on a bus, Niggas pulling out cameras. The dude got shot in his face. He got shot. The girl got shot. The shooting that was on in my neighborhood, the boy was in a wheelchair that got killed. Who's holding them accountable? Who's holding? My son was killed in 2020 of this month, August 15th. Who's holding them accountable? See, we always say holding someone else accountable, but when it comes over here, we don't hold them accountable. Niggas will make up mad excuses, but we don't hold them accountable. We're the people holding the people that is tearing up our, I don't want to say communities, neighborhoods accountable. See, I don't do this YouTube and Facebook thing, bro. I'm in the streets all the time. I was a victim of gun violence and I was part of it. But my key again, who's holding these people accountable? You hold the people that you surround yourself with accountable first before you try. It is people that's holding them accountable, no doubt. And you should. The difference is between them and us is that they're told not to talk to you when they come here. They show them screens, they show them videos before they come here. If a person that comes from another country, and I'm going to walk you through all of this to show you how we are, they're told not to talk to us. This is how they act. They baby mamas, they killers, they drug dealers, they drug users. That's what they tell us. Okay, let's vice versa over here. They skinny. This is what they look like. They don't have nothing, right? They tell them that about, they tell us about them. They tell us them about us over here. So now when they come here, they setting up their own place. They don't want to be a part of it, right? Because that's where they left. This is why I said, talked about Frantz Fanon when he said that the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed oppress themselves. So we have to hold ourselves accountable first and foremost before anything else. You have police officers that I looked at the boy get beat up. I couldn't be a cop. You saw it. I saw it. Who's going to hold him accountable? The guy that stood there and helped the cop beat the brother up that was a college student. Who's going to help? Who's going to hold any of these police officers accountable for the stuff that they do? I can't be a judge. I can't be a police officer. You know why? Because my conscience would kick and I would probably beat that mother if in the head, but this is own baton. That's me. See, y'all like to talk on social media like you would do something. No, this is real. I could have been in any of these things. Okay, I could have been a judge. If I wanted to be a police officer, could have been that too. But when you see the corruption, you be like, nah, I've been the nigga that go to jail. So you have to hold these people accountable first. Stop talking about holding them. They know what they did. They trying to make amends. They trying to work on it. I know them. Look at Sierra. She just was over there. But me in Ghana said it too. We know we was in, okay, it wasn't us, but it was our ancestors. You know why? Because we were forced into things, brother. People do things because they want something from somebody. You will get a job because you want something from somebody. You follow me? You want something. It's the white man that you want to, right?
Hold on. Did you say white?
Yeah, I know. I'm worried. I was going to go there. The white man to go get it, right? Right? So what happens is that we're doing.
Hold on one second. My fault, bro. I'm gonna let you finish. Hey, remove that nigga MC, bro. He calls corrupt, like he calls disruption, bro. I'm telling you, you don't gotta move him, but you're gonna come to regret it. Just remove that nigga, bro.
Oh, who is it, man? It's what, see what I'm saying, bro? It's a brother, right?
It's probably a troll. You know.
That's okay, like, but I want you to.
Listen to your homeboy, you better remove me. Cause, bro, if you don't listen to your homeboy, he rules your life. How you get rid of him? How you get rid of him, bro? You got to kick him out. Thanks.
I push this bitch ass down. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to building.
And see, this is the thing, brother. It's our own people. You just heard it. It's our people, bro. It don't matter. It's our people. So who's going to hold him accountable for what he's doing? You follow me? So we have to hold ourselves accountable for what's going on. I hold myself accountable for my son, the whole 9 yards, me, everything I've been through. I'm holding myself accountable. So when you know something, you got to tell people the truth, whether it hurts their feelings or not. It's the truth. And this is what we're not doing. People are chasing paper. Purpose over paper, people. Purpose over paper. I don't chase paper. I turned down a lot of money, bro. I turned down a lot of money not to. I did many quietly. Let's go over here. Let's see if he wants this. And they do stuff like that to our people. So we have to hold our people accountable, bro. I've been to these countries. I heard conversations. I don't know how many countries you've been to, but if you go to certain countries that have a mixture of people, like I was in Turkey, everybody around the world was in there. When you in Portugal, everybody around the world is in there. So you're talking to different people, and they're telling a story.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sabir, about the loss of your son. That's a big loss to humanity.
It is, man. It is.
A lot of people do repeat that folly. You've heard it for yourself. Oh, they don't like us and whatever. But the truth of the matter is, brother, the African American man is very much loved all over the world.
No doubt.
I'm from Jamaica, and definitely, I'm telling you. When you guys come down to Jamaica, you're treated like kings. There's no disrespect. Yep. We show you the country. We show you our girls. We don't block you from having no type of fun. We give you the best ganja and everything. So it's kind of shocking to come now and then hearing people like Terry giving so much disrespect to other black people throughout the world, calling tethers and saying stuff like a black person like me is taking something away from you. We're not supposed to be friends. I mean, all kind of things.
It's silly.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a large percentage of us that don't agree with that. So that's what I'm saying about the distraction. That's the reason why we have in this room right now, because we don't want like things to boil over because of people with their own agenda. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it like I'm not saying that the brother has an agenda. I'm just saying, like Sabir said, pay attention to what's really going on, because we embrace our brothers from the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? We embrace our African brothers. So that boycott, I think it's ludicrous, and it is causing division. As a matter of fact, in Philadelphia, around the country, you got like Little Italy or Chinatown. Philadelphia, they have what is called Africatown. And I was on the radio on Sunday, and the African brother had expressed that the FBA, some members of the FBA are boycotting the African businesses that are in Philadelphia and Caribbean businesses, and trying to boycott them. And I'm like, that we put all this energy into dividing and separating ourselves amongst each other, but we don't give that energy to the people that we say colonize and oppress us. I just want to, I think it's real important that we have spaces where we have constructive bills and really look at this so people don't get well poisoned. I think the water is flowing right now. Some people might drink from the spigot. That's what they putting out there. Now we don't want our house divided amongst itself has no foundation, so we don't want our people.
Let me respond after you're done, brother.
Yeah, you gotta go ahead, jump in there.
So I definitely, again, a lot of this shit is radical people online, bro. Tariq Nasheed and Dane Calloway don't represent 50 million black people in America.
Thank you.
That shit is a radical movement. However, it's the reason why it's compelling to a lot of people is because there's elements of truth within the shit. Now, what you said, Libby, I agree with. I was in Jamaica a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I seen the hospitality that y'all showed. You know what I'm saying? To at least to me and my family. Now, just how that nigga MC came in here, bro, and I had to let everybody know, hey, he disruptive. Get this nigga up out of here. This whole nigga's accountable, right? And so when a person, because I've heard it online, right? I ain't heard it in real life, right? That don't mean that people don't have their opinions and keep it tough, but I just ain't heard that shit. Online, I be hearing this shit. Not everybody, but a couple people have these beliefs, and I'm talking about the larger diaspora. Mm-hmm. They have had a beliefs that they don't know, but are subconsciously, anti-Black American, saying that we got low literacy rates, we don't respect ourselves, we don't respect our family, you know what I'm saying? We don't respect education and shit like this, right? They not understanding what's really going on, But in Chicago, y'all may not know, but it's a lot of activity in Chicago trying to rectify this shit.
Yes, no doubt.
Like
they are.
We holding ourselves accountable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we got to make sure, because it's 50 million niggas in America. everybody not going to be on the same page. So when we say, are we holding ourselves accountable? Yes, everybody not, but we don't need everybody. We need certain people willing to put boots on the ground, right? The same way when a nigga come in here, we let a nigga, hey, or get him up out of here. We do the same shit with us, and we do the same shit with white people. We doing that shit. We a boycott Target. And it's going not Target talking about they going bankrupt, right? Like we are able to galvanize people. It's just not happening the way that people think. You know what I'm saying? And I'll end with this shit. I hope it makes sense. You know how like, and it may be a tangent, but it's relevant. You know, like niggas waiting for like the aliens to come back and shit. Like, well, aliens ain't real because niggas ain't talking about that shit on the news. Ooh, like that's what you need to help, then that's what you need to help. But that shit really going on, right? The same shit with this. Niggas is waiting for like this big moment where the wicked witch is drowned and we able to uncover and unzip and become who we like. No, like yeah, people waiting for some big moment, but this shit is happening every day. It's just not being televised. But we holding ourselves accountable though, and at the same time we could hold other people who are our family.
You should.
Don't understand what we're going through. We can hold them accountable too.
You should,
I don't see the problem with that.
No doubt. You should hold everybody accountable. And this is the one thing about conscious Moors, that we do hold each other accountable. That's why you hear me say, I don't take sides. Dre knew me for a long time. I mean, my brother knew me for a long time. I don't take sides with nobody. And because I'm not cheerleading this people, they say I'm against that. And I'm not cheerleading this person. I'm against that. I'm from Philly. I've been through a lot of bull. I've seen stuff. I don't know how many of y'all seen been shot and guns in your face by your own people. But when you mature, you change things. You change it. This is a thing. It's in Philadelphia. There's a place, brother, and I know you heard of it. It's called the Ward-Off School. Y'all don't even know. It's a school called the Ward-Off School. It's on Germantown Avenue. And how I found out about this school, I was in Texas one day talking to an Indian dude. And the Indian, because I'm telling him about the Sri Lankan Moors, right? So as this guy keep trying to ask me how to come on the feed. I don't even know, bro. Like, family, I don't know. Could you do me a favor? How would they get on this Clubhouse? Because I don't know Clubhouse, y'all. How did they come on Clubhouse, bro?
Well,
you got to download that.
Yeah, you got to download the app, and you can share that link that I share with you, and they can just click that link.
I can't share nothing when I'm live. I don't know.
So, but for those of y'all, because if y'all don't know, Sabir is going live on all his streaming platforms. If you are on Clubhouse, you got to look for our room. The room is called "Those Who Follow Crowds Will Never Lead." As a matter of fact, there's some people inside the room that got pink tickets. I need y'all to turn them pink tickets in. But yeah, go to the room.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Those who follow crowds will never lead. You know what I'm saying? Come to the house, and it's a live room that's going on right now on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? With the brother Sabir Bey. So that's the best way I can really. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, because I know. Yeah, because I.
YouTube, right?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube also, but I don't even know how this works. Because you should have saw me. I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on, bro.
I'm gonna drop a comment in the YouTube link, so y'all can just, you know what I mean, if y'all want to join the conversation as well. But we got, like I said, we got some babies up there. I'm trying to get the brother. He got Bay on the left. No question. So this is a question.
I wasn't finished. Can I finish my thought though, brother, for the people? Let's real quick. The reason why I brought that school up, my brother, is because they deal with three things: hand, heart, and head. Hand, heart, head. It's called the Ward-Off School. If you can't change something with your hands, you change it with your heart. You can't change it with your heart, you change it with your head. That's what I mean. So you change things with your heart, hand, and head. Teach that. Our people, brother, has been teaching. That's how they belittled us by saying that we were black. That said that we are these things. But if you know the history of the Moors was the first navigators. We have the oldest university. Most don't know. You think it's Timbuktu. No, it was one older than that. It was called the University of Al Qadawin by a Muslim sister from Morocco. That's Africa, people. It's called Al Qadawin. Look it up. And oldest university in the world. In the world. I was there quite a few times. Right? In Fez. If we was to teach our people these things, no one can come in and say, oh, y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all don't want to learn nothing. That's what they taught. This is what Carter G. Woodson was speaking about. A black teacher is nothing but a white teacher. That's what Carter G. Woodson was saying. A black teacher is nothing but a white teacher. If we get teachers that's willing to teach the truth, Carter G. Woodson said that too. We don't have teachers because their paycheck determines the amount of truth that they're going to tell. And you are afraid to lose your job. But I have a saying, in the words of KRS-One, lose your job and find your work. Know your purpose. Everybody on his feet has a purpose. Everybody. And this is what pisses me off when my brother tells me that he put events on in Philly and he asks people to donate and they be like, oh, it's supposed to be this, and no, you don't. No, help that brother, because to rent a venue in Philly, it's disrespectful that this brother brings people to Philadelphia and he don't get the support he should, but I can tell you a Beyonce ticket for $1,000 or a Bruno Mars ticket for $1,000, right? You'll find that money. But we don't support real people. And that's what makes people want to walk away from all of this. That's what it is. That's why when he asked me, I'm like, listen, let's just do it, bro. I'm fine. I promised him this for a minute. So let's do it. That's where this is at, man. So we have to be respectful, brother. Or not even respectful, honoring one another. Because respect means you disrespected me. Means to do again. So honor each other. Honor each other. And we don't do that, brother. And that's the first way of fixing it. That's the head, right? When I told you the heart, head, hand, come on. We don't operate like that, man. We have too much hate in our heart, bro. Too much hate. But go ahead, my brother.
So my next question is, I noticed that there are a number of different, like, Moorish groups. You got the Moorish Order of the Round Table. You got the Moorish Science Temple. You got some brothers that just call themselves Moors. What's the difference, and why is it so many groups, or are they just one and the same?
Why is there so many different churches? Are they the same Christians? Are they all Christians? Are all Christians Christians?
All Christians are Christians, yes.
Okay, same thing with Moors, right? They are Moors. It's just people who get upset with one group and go to another group. But the Moors, you have one was a civics group. I just told you about the sellouts in the movement, right? The Moors, it was called the Moors Holy Temple of Science, not Moors Science Temple of America. Science doesn't come from America. It was called the Moors Holy Temple of Science, not Moors Science Temple of America. So you have to remember what happened. So the Moorish Divine National Movement is the civics organizations. It's civics. Civics, what is missing in school right now. We don't have civics anymore. They teaching dogma. You see the difference? So you have people, which is the Moorish Science Temple, that's more religious. Are they not Moors? Yes. Are the people that's calling themselves black, are they not Moors? Yeah, they're Moors. They just don't know that they're Moors. They've been hit in their head and knocked unconscious. You follow me? So they still Moors. We have to raise them. And this is why I was talking about the raising or the waking up. Raise them from the dead level to the upright, perpendicular, straight up on the square. That's what that was about. That's all. No difference. This ain't no religion. It didn't start in 1913. If you go back in history, you'll find we was called Moors way before that. Way before that. This is why I tell people to read 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro. Easy read book.
Brother Sabir.
Peace.
So you would also say that there are Christian Moors?
Yes.
Instead of
yes.
Okay.
You know what they were called? They was called Moriscos, Conversos. They're Moriscos.
Oh.
I'll spell it for you. Moriscos. I'm gonna spell it one more time. Look it up online, Google it, or find a book on it. Moriscos. Those are Moors that was forced into Catholicism.
So Sabir, that the Moors, right? Under that, are you aware of it? I know you're talking about the treaty, right, between America and Morocco. That's what you.
Wow, that's funny. You know, I just did a video on that. I was in there. It's in the treaty is in Tangiers, Morocco. I was over there. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see me over there.
Yeah, but does that make you a sovereign citizen?
No such thing as sovereign citizen.
Okay.
No such thing as sovereign citizen. It doesn't exist. You can't find it in the law dictionary nowhere.
Right.
This is what I mean by that.
No, not sovereign citizen, a sovereign nation.
No, let me give you the right way. Everybody should have a law dictionary. Everybody, whether it's Black's Law, Ballantyne's, Bouvier's, Blackstone, or Barron's. Sovereign people is in there, not sovereign citizen, not sovereign nation. If you start looking, if you pay attention to the news, everybody's talking about sovereignty now. If y'all paid attention, right? Everybody's talking about it. Sovereignty, sovereignty. And I'm going to quote Black's Law Dictionary for you. Sovereign people is the political body consisting of the entire number of citizens and qualified electors who in their collective capacity possesses the power of sovereignty and exercise them through their chosen representative. Then it says, see Scott versus Sanford. And when you read the Dred Scott case, if y'all need a copy, I do have the Dred Scott case. It said, it talks about people, but black folks, whatever you want to call yourself, when you was denationalized, don't play no part of sovereignty. They play no part of sovereignty. So as a collective, and you chose an individual to go speak for you, like they have somebody speaking for them, they have lobbyists or they have an ambassador. It has made Spike Lee an ambassador to somewhere. I said, he's an ambassador of what? Y'all didn't see that? Him and his wife?
Yeah, so you saying we don't have nothing like that?
We do, but we not acknowledging them. It can't be everybody. It has to be a person that is competent, not qualified.
No. What we have for black people?
Nothing. They have nothing. Who's there? First, let me explain this to you. Where's a black nation at?
We do have something. It's called you ever heard of the Ethiopian World Federation?
That's different. You said Ethiopia.
No. Black. It's for black people. That's what I said. It's a constitution.
Okay.
It's for black people of the world.
Okay, let me explain this to you. I guarantee you this. If I dug into what you're talking about, I guarantee they're not going to say black. They'd say that's on the. I'll bet you on the surface, yes.
You want to bet? You want to bet?
Now,
you want to bet $100 right now?
Okay, let me explain this to you, bro. And let me explain why. If they even doing that, it's something else to that. That is not a nation of people. I sat with Ethiopians. They don't call people black. I don't know when you came in here, but I'm with my brother Levi. Didn't I tell you I used to teach at in Boston and I sat with the Ethiopian priests? Many of them.
That's the Ethiopian priest. We talking about that.
Listen, brother, listen to what I'm sharing with you. You can tell anyone anything. I just told you the history of Ethiopia. If you even if you study the history of who they were before they was called black people, that is a modern term. It is not a nationality. That's all.
Right. We know it's a modern term and it's not a nationality, but under the Ethiopian government, black people have a government.
Where?
In New York City. So
if I go to New York City right now, I bet you your bottom dollar would be something totally different. You know what I would hold up. I'm explaining. No, I don't need to go online. I can fly there, brother. Let me tell you, there's a difference. Let me explain this to you what I'm saying, because I don't think you listen. You keep saying listen to me. I want you to listen also.
Talking, you won't let me talk, bro.
But you saying go online. But you saying go online. But go ahead, brother.
Yes, it's called the Ethiopian World Federation. It's a government that Haile Selassie gave to black people all over the world for us to unite and create a government and infrastructure. It's not about going back to Africa. It's about building wherever you at.
I never said go back to Africa.
So with these treaties that Haile Selassie got all over the world and charters, we as black people have a covering and have protection as a nation through the Ethiopian World Federation.
Okay.
There's a constitution, official constitution, that's respected and under the Treaty of Ethiopia for black people.
Okay.
If you go online, anyone can.
Brother, I think you're missing my point. You keep saying for black people, it's under Ethiopia. Listen, you must not know what it is. ISIS, you keep saying Ethiopia. So listen, brother, right? I'm familiar with it. You're talking to somebody who knows the history. Listen to me again. You're not, brother, you're not listening to me. You keep saying, I said where it says black.
It says black.
It says black in the
Constitution, the preamble.
Okay, bro.
Look online, bro.
Okay.
All you gotta do is look and
okay. No, I'm not, brother. I'm not even arguing with you. I'm not even gonna argue with you. This is the thing, and I'm gonna tell you this, brother. I want you to understand who I am. I will pick that apart for you, and I will do a video once I go research it. I'm gonna pick it apart, and I'm gonna explain to you why. See, this is the thing. Right. You know, Brother Taj used to always say, Dre, black people don't know how to read. This is what it is. He's not hearing me. He's emotionally talking, but I'm trying to tell him, I know I sat with not just a priest, he's just heard the priest part. I'm trying to share with you what is happening. So those people, the same thing that Noble Drew Ali was trying to do. I just said we were what? What did I say that Moors were when I first started? Because he came in late. Who did I say that the Moors were? Levi, you there? What did I say they were? I named two things.
Ethiopians.
In Moors, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I just named that because he came in late, so they was the same people. So if I sat with these people and I'm sharing this with him because I want him to understand that I used to deal with this. I used to have a sister that I used to date from Ethiopia, and we used to go at it. And when I sat with her parents, he said, "Oh, we're not Moors." I sat with her parents. Their last name was Tesfaye. See how far back I'm going to go? Her name is Tesfaye.
Talking to the wrong people, bro.
Okay, brother, you keep saying you're talking to the wrong person right here. So understand that one.
Right.
So listen, brother. Listen to me, brother. I can tell you about Haile Selassie too.
Haile Selassie gave us this government, not your friends,
brother.
Not your associates that you know in Ethiopia, not your little idiot Haras or Oromos. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the King of Kings.
Let's keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the brother did. He didn't do any disrespect. We should if you have true scholarship, you should be able to present without.
I wish he was on YouTube so I can actually show him. Seriously, I wish he was on YouTube so I can actually show him, because he keeps bringing up Haile Selassie, and I'm going to pull Haile Selassie out for you for 1 second. I have many things on Haile Selassie if you need me to be, but I'll show people on YouTube this one.
You going online looking on that?
I'm not, brother. I'm not going online for anything. I don't go online. Right. I want you to understand this.
Can you look up the Constitution?
No. When we get off here, I will. But I'm gonna help you out.
Do it now so you can learn something.
Hey, brother, let's move forward because he's not hearing.
You want to talk about Haile Selassie that
okay. So what you can do?
So, what is the point that you are stating that seems to be like the break in communication?
That we have a government, a modern government for Black people, and the Moors don't have a government. They have
excuse me, brother. Can you? I've never heard of this before.
Never.
I've never heard of
never. And I'm a hell of a researcher.
That's what Babylon.
Can you tell me where this information is so I can look it up?
Oh, go on.
Because I've never heard of this.
It's from the Ethiopian.
This whole thing, bro.
This government.
Listen to me.
Mr.
This whole thing that y'all making up, this whole FBA thing, brother, is just a division between our people, man. We are all the same people. We are not Black people, man.
And that's the key.
Where do you think? Hold on, brother. Listen. Where do you think all of these different names came from? Why did they name us all these different names? If we are Black people. You froze. Hold on. They froze for a minute though. If you go back into the history, you will look and see who these people were. They were the Ethiopians and the Moors. The history tells us this, brother. It's no reason for us to debate against each other. It's not a debate. We're trying to come together. That's how we gonna grow, brother. Fuck all this. No, we this. Fuck all of that. No, we are one people.
And this is the thing. When I don't know how far this dude went, or where he traveled at, what books he has. I'm coming from books. I'm not coming online. I'm not coming online, looking up nothing online. I've been there. So if they used it at the time of Haile Selassie, let's give an example. They would never say the word Black. It would be Negro during the time of Haile Selassie. It would never be Black. So it would be Negro. It would be never, brother, you're not hearing what I'm saying to you. Like you said,
you're not understanding. You're not listening. You keep jumping off without listening to what the Ethiopian World Federation is. It's a modern government for Black people. The Moors treaty, it doesn't do nothing for Black people. because we're labeled as black, and without a constitution,
Moors.
under law,
What?
under law, without a constitution, you are dead. So therefore, Selassie made us be alive, black people, and Ethiopians in America, because this is our government that he gave to us. That's why he put the capital in New York, because New York is the financial capital of the world. So he put it in New York for black people to organize and centralize all over. When you have a local, it's like your own state. So each.
Well, where's that located at? Where's that located? I can go to New York and find that right now.
Yes, you have them all over.
Where? You say I'm in California. Hold on. Let me help you out, because Dre is supposed to be running this. Hold up, brother. Slow down. Dre is in Philadelphia, right? You in Philly, right, Dre? You in
Philadelphia?
Okay. Hold up, brother. Stop talking. Just fall back for a second. I'm going to see something. If I'm in California, and I've been all over California, if I'm from Philly, I've been to a lot of states. My brother's in Florida. My brother's in Philly. Have you ever seen that people anywhere? Now, I can tell you what I saw when I was in New York. I can show you the Muslim community with their own police. I can show you that part. I was in Brooklyn. I can literally show you. I can pull up a picture and show you Muslim police that's in Brooklyn. So if that be the case, you got to show me where I can go walk and find that at, if that be the case. So this is what I just explained to him about the word. It would never, if it's new, then it's new. So how are you going to have something new when the Moors been there? Then he said the Moors, if it's black, what do you talk about? You don't know anything about the Moors, obviously. You don't. Well, you repeating what you just heard.
First of all, black people got Constitution by Haile Selassie, right?
Okay.
This Constitution, with this, we have to have 5,000 people to have which they call it a IGO government. So you have to build up a 5,000 people. So since 1937, right, Haile Selassie gave this to black people. So black people use this for many different things. The Hebrew Israelites come out of this. He gave land to us in Shashamani for all black people. Schools been built up with this, land grants, all type of things. The reason you don't know about it is because you're not gonna know about it, because Babylon is not gonna let you know about it.
What?
But it's all over the world. Yes.
Please, hold on.
The book on Netflix, I would like to give us some notes, or a historical overview before. All right. Well, the concept of Ethiopianism is a very ancient concept, because it came over during the trans-Ethiopic slave trade. The Africans on the African continent were very much aware of Egypt, and they were very much aware of Ethiopia and other centers. These were not the only centers. There were also centers in Morocco. There were centers in Libya. There were also centers in South Africa, as we can see from the Great Zimbabwe Wars. So this concept of Ethiopianism has itself in the hearts of the ones who were enslaved. That is why we have organizations like the Ethiopian Regiment. The first time the black man in America bear arms, he bore it under the title of the Ethiopian Regiment, or Lord Dunmore Army. You can do this research if you want. Lord Dunmore Army or the Ethiopian Regiment. These segments of black men were known as so-called loyalists. They were known as loyalists because they decided not to fight on the side of the Americans during the American War of Independence. Black men did choose sides. Some chose to fight with America, and some chose to fight with Britain or England. They were known as the loyalists. A famous one was Colonel Ty. You won't hear about Colonel Ty in American history because he was a loyalist, but he was a very brilliant black general, black colonel. Colonel Ty, yeah. Anyway, these so-called black men are loyalists. Some of them escaped into the West Indies. They went into Trinidad. They're known as Americans, or Merikans, Americans. In Trinidad, they're some of the most successful black people in Trinidad today. Some of the most successful black families are descendants of these people.
Yes.
Anyway, once we forward to the Battle of Adwa, which is known as the Battle of Adwa. In the 18th century, we find the Ethiopian army defeating a modern European army, which caused a shockwave throughout Europe. And I know that black people also celebrated that victory, no matter where.
Most don't even know about the Battle of Ottawa. This is the weird part, brother. If you ask them what happened, how did they beat the Ethiopians, they can't even tell you that history. How did they beat the Ethiopians? And this is the thing that people,
the Ethiopians beat the modern army.
I know, but who put the musket gas on the ground? What was Ethiopians fighting? Barefooted. So this is what people do. Okay, we're gonna put the mustard gas on the ground. So what happens? The sole of their feet. That's what happened. That's how they beat them. This is the thing that people don't understand. This is what people.
And it didn't work. So let's fast forward again to 1935 when Ethiopia was invaded. We see African Americans, or Black Americans, or Afrans lining up by the thousands to go to war for Ethiopia.
Yep. And most of them, they said they couldn't go.
Doctors and lawyers and everybody, black people in America, who were willing to spill their blood for Ethiopia's sake.
And that's the thing. What I was trying to tell the brother.
This connection is deep, and because of these acts, Haile Selassie created an organization known as the Ethiopian World Federation. The reason why most Black Americans don't know this organization is because it's the elite of the people who are hiding this organization away from them. But it does indeed gives you operating rights as a government. And there have been indeed treaties, just like the Morocco treaty, there have been Ethiopian treaties as well. Menelik was the first.
Yeah.
Even before Menelik, there was treaties offering African American citizenship within the Ethiopian context, and the right to travel, and the freedom to establish any business.
But this is the thing.
Africans ain't come back for us. That's a lie.
So this is the thing. This is the thing that people don't understand. The only treaty that's never ever been broken is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Go do the research. The oldest standing treaty that's still there. This is the thing. Because these things are not being taught to us or told to us, right?
Well, my brother,
we don't listen, bro. Listen to me, brother. Listen to me. Okay? You keep talking. The reason why we don't know is they have to create the division amongst our people again. I don't belong to no organization. This is one thing I loved about Bobby Hemmett, what he said. Bobby Hemmett said, this is not no time to join no organizations. I'm not part of an organization. Organizations are 501c3s. I understood Haile Selassie was also pressure. Brother, you keep trying to do that. If you want to have a one-on-one with me back to back, brother, what you can do is email me, set that up, and we can have a discussion. And I'll get, brother, chill. I want you to hear me, because you keep talking about an organization. I'm explaining to you why you don't understand law. Everybody keep talking about these things, but don't understand the law part of this. It's law that goes into this. Law that goes into this. So organizations are businesses. That's what they are. Period. So if you don't understand that, you need to sit back and go study some law or go back to civics. This Moorish movement has nothing to do with religion. So what happens, the same thing happening back then is happening right now, and it happened with Haile Selassie. That's why most turned their back on him too. So you have infiltrators, just like my brother Dre was just talking about the whole FBA thing, this division. No more separates our people. We are one people, period. So the part that is missing is the civics part of this. That's what's missing. So there are treaties, there are laws that is there, that is sitting there, but we don't know about them because we don't have people to go share this with our people. I went to these countries, B. I've seen these things, and it's more than what I'm saying on here that will Bobby blow your mind. I know what they do to people who bring information to you. I sat with Earl Grant, the brother that was with Malcolm X. Look him up. Look my pictures up on my Instagram. You'll see me with him. Earl Grant was with Malcolm X. He was the one that Malcolm's tape recorder got shot. When you see him in that Ottoman ballroom when the tape recorder's rolling, that was his tape recorder. I used to go visit him, and he said Malcolm X was not a threat when he said the white man was the devil. He said Malcolm became a threat when Malcolm started telling people the games of how this world is being played. He said Malcolm aged in 1 week. 1 week. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if I'm sharing this with you. So when you're really talking about this, they're going to come and send one of our own people to do you. That's what's happening. You ain't never hear me separate my people. I can talk about Ethiopia all day long if you want me to. We just did a Heavy as the Crown documentary. Go check it out too. I talk about Ethiopia. I talked about it. I sat with these people. You can go look me up you can Google my name and find out what I've done. You'll see what I've done.
How you didn't know about the Constitution for the Ethiopia?
Because obviously, brother, listen to me. So obviously it wasn't brought to my attention. I just told you about the whole, you just missed, hold up. You just missed the whole part, what I just said, because it wasn't black people. When did they start calling people black? And then when did Haile Selassie do what he did? Who was they called? Were they called black or Negroes? Which one were they? Yes or no?
Negro is black. Negro is
okay,
black.
so let me educate you real fast. So if Negro is black, right? If Negro is black, and that's a noun. So black is an adjective, right? And you know about the Moors, and the Moors is a noun, and the black is the adjective to describe the Moor. Did that make sense? So what was first? Was it black? Was it Negro? Was it nigger? Or was it Moor? Which one was first?
The word nigger.
Answer my question, brother. Which one was first? Listen to me again. Listen to me again. I know about niggas. I know about it. I said, what was first? You said black. Listen to me again. I need you to hear me. You're not listening. What was first? What was first? Black, Negro, Moor. Which one? Or Negro? Which one?
Negro.
No, it was not. Nick, brother, Nick.
Negro comes from Spain.
Let me help you out, brother, because I don't think you hear me. I stay in Spain, bro. I don't know about you, but I stay over there a lot in Portugal. So let me explain this to you, brother. Let me explain this to you one more time.
Okay.
Negro is Portuguese and Spanish word. Okay.
Nigga,
listen, niggas are Latin. If you pick up, and I want everybody to go, please go research J.A. Rogers' book, Nature Knows No Color Line. It's going to give you 50 variations of the term Moor. When I'm saying Moor, I'm just saying English. My brother Levy, what did I just say Moors was in Spanish? Morisco, didn't I? Didn't I say those Moriscos, right? They're conversos, right? Okay. So once you understand the history of Spain, so before there was a word black, which is modern, which is an Anglo-Saxon word, or Morano, exactly, or black, which is actually, if you look it up, it's an Anglo-Saxon word. B-L-E-A-C. That's what's black. You look it up, Google it. You got to hold up. This is why you should have a dictionary in your house. I don't care which one. Oxford, American.
You really think that these words come from? You really think that the word black comes from these English words?
Brother. Yes, brother. You don't know language then. Brother, obviously, brother, you listen. Brother, you must not know anything about etymology. You must not know anything. Okay, so why would you ask me where would you look it up at? Why would you ask me where you look it up at?
Come from the hieroglyphs.
Hey, could we get rid of him? Because he's emotional, brother. He's an emotional dude. I ain't got. Listen, brother, if you want to reach out to me, I have an email, sabirbayradio@gmail.com. He's emotional. Hybrid. Move forward, bro. Making no sense, bro. He ain't making sense. He ain't. I wish he would come to my YouTube and show me a dictionary. He's gonna say, where would I find this at?
Maybe one of the minds did.
He said, where did it?
We forbid. I didn't get you down the best, but we have a lot of people in the room. We do got a lot of people in the room with pink tickets. We need y'all to turn the pink tickets in. What's going on, Gino?
Can I? Go ahead.
It wasn't me.
Can I tell you why, brother? And this is only shows the ignorance in people, brother. I'm gonna be real with you. This only shows the ignorance in people. Because for you to ask me where would you find it at, like you just told me to go online and look it up, he can go look that up. So for you to tell me, a researcher who's been researching this thing over 25 years, to go look up something online, when I just told you, you go say, where did that come from? It's B-L-E-A-C. I hope he got it. He keeps saying hybrid. That's typical, brother. Come on, you're not going to win this with me, homie. I've been doing this for a long time. That's hybrid. That's emotional talk. Black is it's an Anglo-Saxon word. You can look that up yourself online. It's Anglo-Saxon. So you can say Morano, Brown, Morisco.
He said in the chat, he said Morocco is not. We should.
Who said what? Because they don't know what Morocco is. Morocco extended all the way over here. You talking about the kingdom of Morocco? You know what? If you look up Morocco, you're gonna see it's part of Algiers. It's part of Tunis. It's a lot of that. If you understood geography. And this is another thing about basic civics again. We don't know geography. And this is the civics part that is missing. I don't ask that person that was in the chat, did they ever go to Morocco? How long? Or did they go to Marrakesh or Casablanca? I've been to all up and down there. All up and down there. Fez, where the oldest university in the world is at. The oldest university is in Fez, Morocco, by a woman. You're not being taught that over here either, right? Thank you. It's called the Maghrib. Thank you. The El Maghrib. And this is the thing that people don't understand, how deep this thing go. And they have to hide the history of the Moors. They have to hide the history. They can't tell you that. I can show you Barack Obama's picture was over there. Where's Percy at? Barack Obama's picture was in Tangiers. I was sitting there, Percy, look at Barack over there sitting with the king. And then go Google Barack Obama, saying that Morocco was the first nation to recognize my country. Please Google that. If you go to my YouTube, you'll see me talking about Barack. I'll show you the picture of Barack Obama over there. He said Morocco was the first nation to recognize my country. You can YouTube that and see it. It's very short.
That's true, Sabir. About people, like you said, Grace to the brother, the book and the verse is my friend too. And you are my friend also. I would consider you such. So I don't like when two of my friends have to fight. But
no, we ain't fighting, brother.
We're just talking about the same points, you know.
Yeah.
So the Moors and the Ethiopians, you see them navigating the seven seas, or you also see them domesticating certain animals like the camel, and every donkey you see is one that was domesticated around Megalithic Lake Chad and Lake Congo. So we see the cave paintings around the Sahara, 10,000 BC, when the Sahara was green. We call it the African human period. We see evidence of iron tip weapons, and we see evidence of chariots pulled by horses. So the question is, right? How come we don't see these things in the Americas?
Why don't we see what in America?
Yeah.
What do you say? Why don't we see what in America? Are you there?
Yeah, I mean the iron weapons for the iron weapons. Sure.
Who's the conqueror? Why the school system? I mean, we got to blame a lot of people, and again, we got to blame our educators. I have an issue with a lot of people, a lot of these black scholars, even Dr. Greg Carter teaching at Howard University. That's their duty and that's their job to teach it. They get paid for that, right? So that's not necessarily. It is my job in a way, but I don't get paid to do that. This for me to actually do this is fighting an uphill battle. Like it's like I'm really fighting against my own people, and I'm trying to give it to the people at the same time and saying, look. Go buy the books. Okay, go watch the video. Okay, then why don't y'all be like Europeans, since y'all keep talking about the hybrids? Sponsor like the hybrid sponsor stuff, because they sponsor lies like them up. If y'all don't notice, you still take it to.
Speaking of which, right? Because I'm on your feed from time to time. You know, you offer to send the information to people. You know, how can Of course. Nothing in this world is for free. But how can the people let the people know that's on the app that they want to get more of this information? To let them know how they can get in contact with you, put your information out. Sabir.
My email is SABIRBEY radio@gmail.com. Sabir Bey radio@gmail.com. Again, SABIRBEY radio@gmail.com. And the Instagram is Real Sabir Bey, and my ex is Real Sabir Bey. The YouTube channel is Sabir Bey, SABIR, or you can go to my Sabir Tagetsu page. I have Sabir Tagetsu Bey page, and I also have a before 1492 page. And my Zelly is Sabir Bey, my email, and my Apple Pay is Sabir Bey, and my Chime is Sabir Bey.
On YouTube, you're live on YouTube right now.
Right now, I'm live on YouTube, baby. What's up to everybody on YouTube?
Yeah, what's your YouTube channel for those who want to subscribe? Because this is like right now, we're doing this on Clubhouse. You're still on your streaming platforms, But you go on live on YouTube like every day. This brother, like he was saying, he's consistent with his work. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what's your YouTube? Let the people know about your YouTube.
I just gave you one of them. One of the main page is, you know, Sabir Bey, Sabirbey, Sabirbey. And and I told you the other one was Sabir Tagetsu page. And I have another page called Before 1492. And why I said before 1492, it was called, what was you called before 1492? Because you were not called black people. You weren't called black people till way after that. So you have to study the history, and the civics part is not there. We don't teach the civics part. So yeah, that's what it is, brother.
All right, so I got a question. Real quick. What is the religion of the Moor? Is the Moors? We hear Noble Drawley in the Moorish Science Temple. Is the religion of the Moors? Is it rooted in the three monotheistic religions? Are Moors Islamic? Are they Muslim?
Some of them.
Are they occultists? What is it? Is the science of the Moors an occult practice? That's the question.
I'm gonna break down all these things for you to make it very simple. You say occultist. What? First of all, what is a cult?
Well, the occult is the word occult.
Are you saying occult or cult?
Occult.
Okay, so let me. Oh, okay. So let me explain this to you. Moors are Jews too. They're Jews too. If y'all study, I have a book called The Jews of Morocco. And in the book, if you ever watch my YouTube channel, I always show the page. Okay, it's there. It talks about the Moorish Jews. When I talked about the Muslim or the Moors that was converted, which is called conversos, which is Moriscos, that they forced you or they would kill you if you didn't convert. And if you converted, they gave you certain positions. They gave you certain positions. Like now, if you submit to what's going on, hey, you want that Senate seat? Got you, homie. Oh, you want that seat too? I got you over here, but you can't open your mouth. And that's what Frantz Fanon was talking about in his book. Listen to me. Frantz Fanon's book, Black Skin, White Mask. He said, all we ask of the black man is to be a good nigga, and the rest will follow on its own. I'm going to repeat it again. Frantz Fanon's book, Black Skin, White Mask. All we ask of the black man is to be a good nigga, and the rest will follow on its own. So if you are the good nigga, you're the one they're going to push out there in front of everybody, so the rest can follow. So that's what happened with our people. So now we're following, and it's been passed down for generations and generations. I'm not going to rock that boat. I'm going to give it a prime example before I go back to the religion part. The guy in Orange County, Florida, I don't know if y'all heard about it. I did a short video on Orange County, Florida. You know what the dude said about ICE? He said, yeah, I signed the damn thing because we don't want to lose our jobs. I said, wait a minute, that's called coercion. Go look it up. Orange County to allow ICE to kidnap people, right? He signed it under threat, caress, and coercion. He was feared, coerce, right? They forced him, right? So this is what is happening with our people because we're afraid to lose the job. So he said, yes, I signed it. Me, I wouldn't sign it and said, no, bro, we're going to battle for this. I'm not letting you do that to people. That means that they can kidnap Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Latinos, all these people, right? But he's a brother. He's a brother. But he said, I didn't want to lose my job. That's rags. Go look it up. Orange County, Florida, mayor. Go look it up. You'll see it. So it's people like that. So Moors were Muslims and they were Jews, and the one that converted was Christians. But if they studied true Christianity, it would be called Tawahido. It's Orthodox Christianity, not the modern Christianity. Orthodox Christianity from Ethiopia is called Tawahido, and it means one. In Islam, we say Tawheed. It means one. It's one and the same. That's it. So what happened, they had to send people in. You ain't believe me. Look it up. Look up Tawahido and look up Tawheed. Understand the history. I was in Morocco at the Jewish quarters. Who you think was over there? You think it was them that was over there? No, it wasn't them. It was us. But they traded places. That's all. So when people think because the Moor says Islam, nah, brother. Islam only means peace. That's all Islam is. If you from Ethiopia, we say salam, like I greeted my brother Levi. Salam, salam. That's it. Right?
I thought they said that Islam is I, self, law, and master.
It just means you can, Moors are saying that, but it just means peace. Shalom, hotep, salam, or salam alaikum. Peace be unto you. A Muslim is one who submits to do the will of God. Everybody on his feet, no matter what you praise, you submit to do the will of the Creator. You can say Yahweh, God, Jehovah. It only means one who submits to do the will of God. Simple.
Okay. Now, what's the difference between? I will give you some pushback on that Muslim.
Okay, but you can look it up for yourself and find out what it is. I mean, you can.
Well, check this out though. What's the difference between a Muslim and a Muslim?
I don't know. That's that Moorish talk, brother. It's dialect. It's all it is, brother.
I thought it was a Moor.
I'm just telling you what it is. This is why I said.
You know what's the difference, brother? I can tell you the difference.
Go ahead.
When I came to the States as a kid, as a child, my cousin was a 5%er. And,
oh my God.
And I know of other school in Mecca and all the personalities that were taken in the study. So it's just another one. I would call it certificate. I also have a lot of respect for the Moors. As a matter of fact, my first kid went to a Moorish school because I was deeply involved in this Black Power, Black consciousness movement. And so I'm familiar with your works. I know of Brooklyn, brother Yusuf with Brooklyn, Morris Brooklyn.
Oh, that's a brother that keeps on Morris Brooklyn Intelligence. I wonder how he's doing, man.
Yeah.
He's Jamaican. You know he's Jamaican, right?
Yeah, I know Jamaican. Jamaicans are very, I'm Jamaican by nationality, but I don't stick with that nationality because I do burn the government. I'm definitely not a Jamaican per se. I would my designation is an Ethiopian abroad. I follow Rastafari, which makes me different from the Jamaican whose head of state is King Charles at this point. So attempts were made to wipe out the Rastafari many times within the Jamaican context. The state went to war against them because you can read the story of the first Rasta known as Leonard Howell, how he was destroyed, how his community was destroyed, how his people were scattered. So I'm not going to sit here and be a nationalist and irritate Jamaica because I've suffered, we have suffered state persecution, non-citizens. Prime Minister coming on the radio telling the Jamaican people to kill the Rastas, which many of them did, happened 2 times by national decree. So I burned the Jamaican government. The Moors and the Maroons, there are similarities, but I wouldn't look at it as the way as Moorish Brooklyn was looking at it, because I was watching those tapes, but I didn't comment on them. But you can be a Moor, you can be Islamic, for example, and you're hunting wild. You see the contradiction?
Say that again.
You couldn't be Islamic and hunting wild boar because one of their food was wild pigs. So as Islamic, they wouldn't be doing that.
Well, that's principles. This is the thing. You have to understand principles. Like me personally, I'm gonna tell you about me. If I don't eat something right, I'm not gonna sell it to you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sell you cigarettes. I'm not gonna say you food that I know that's gonna kill you, like Doritos or stuff like that, and give you white sugar, and I don't use it. You find out these are principles and morals, and this is what I mean. You can be whatever. We are human beings, brother, but the principles is what we're missing. What principles do we stand on? The principles that we're supposed to stand on, right? There are 5 principles, and it's love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. I want for my brother what I want for myself too, right? So I'm not going to treat you different unless you did me dirty, and I still do it. You follow me? And that's why Malcolm was the way he always smiled. Yeah, okay, like that's me. I'm going to hit you that way, and what I'm going to do is gracefully leave you alone. You follow me? That's how I am. I'm going to gracefully. Now, if you try to do me harm, then I'm going to come at you hard. So I'm going to gracefully leave myself from your presence, and that's going to hurt you even more. So again, brother, it's principles. Most people come here in the United States, right? We get caught up, whether y'all want to believe it or not. A lot of people come in and get colonized. When I was overseas, they said the only thing that was good in America was the money. The food is poison. Y'all know y'all not eating bread. Think about it for a minute. You're not even eating bread. That's not bread y'all eating. Go overseas and see what bread really tastes like, right? How many fat people do you see overseas? And how many fat, obese people you see over here? Let's think about it. So these are the things that I'm attacking. So most people come here, right? It's called supply and demand, right? Or they want to be entertained, so we're going to give this to them. Or they want this over here, so we're going to give this to them. You follow me? There was a thing that my brother Wise Intelligence said one time, right? From Wise Intelligence, Poor Righteous Teacher. And you could probably look this up. He said, you have a person that was from the projects, right? And he said, you can give them, a person never had nothing, and you give them $1,000 pack. He going to take that $1,000. He said, you can't, if you pay a Negro to say nigger on an album 100 times, and how many going to kill somebody for 100 grand, you're going to do it. You follow me? So with your principles and morals, do it. Me, I can't. I have principles and morals. You follow me? I'm not going to take that. I don't know if you heard me when I said earlier, I walked away from money, brother. It was almost $100,000 quite a few times, because they know if I could get to Sabir can influence all of them. Most of us that's here would take it. You follow me? And that's what is happening with us. The principles and the morals have to be there. So I don't care what you call yourself, what religion you believe in. That's why Bob Marley said, my religion is life. Life is my religion. I want for my brother what I want for myself. That's all.
True. That's a golden rule.
No doubt. And people hear that, and it goes in one ear and out the other ear. You follow me? And this is what is happening with our people. It goes in one ear because it sounds good, and it goes out the other ear. But how many people are truly practicing that? Go ahead, bro. No, I got to say this, bro. I got to get this off my chest because I'm gonna say this to you. I knew my brother Dre, Bigger Dre, for a long time. And for a long time, I said I would do this show and I would do this with him and I would help him out. I always been that way, bro. I have always looked out for people and never wanted nothing in return, because other doors are opening up for me. People do things because they want things from people. And that's the mindset of so-called black people in America. And I'm not saying everybody. Majority of y'all know what I'm talking about. You do things because you want things. And I'm telling you this from my experience, bro. I'm telling y'all this from my experience. I have been burnt by my own people because they did. I took people to meet KRS-One and the nigga got mad. I can't speak for you, brother. If I put you in a room with any of these people and anybody know me personally, they know I can get in a room with anybody. If I put you in a room with somebody and you act more starstruck than do your business, that's not my fault. I can't speak for you. So I have done this thing. I have done this with people in this industry. And this is why I backed away from a lot of things and said, no, I'm not doing it anymore. Because I get shitted on. You follow me?
Yeah. So I've seen your works, brother. I'm familiar with your works, and I definitely know that you're a youth advocate, and you're definitely trying to do the right thing. So
the doing the right thing ain't the right thing sometimes, though, bro.
No, but at least the brand didn't sell out yet. So
I'm not.
You turned down a lot of money, brother, because I know that you're talking about.
I ain't do it yet. I ain't do it yet, and I can't. It's too late in the game for me now, bro. I'm gonna be real. It's too late in the game.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, everybody have a price, but some men are priceless, brother. So not everybody have a price. Some people you just can't buy.
Nope.
Before we close out,
one of them couldn't buy him.
Before we close out, I just want to give a couple people an opportunity if they want to ask Brother Sabir any questions. Royal Ali just came to the stage. Book of Nefesh just came back up. Again, like this FBA thing, I think, what Sabir said, we need to kind of pay attention to what's going on. Anytime they starting to tell you to boycott our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean and the African communities, this is getting out of hand.
I ain't boycotting nothing. Support. I said it earlier. Listen, if an African store want me to promote them, holla at your boy. I ain't boycotting nothing.
I'm with you on that. Your solidarity on that. And that's why we having a room to let the people know that, you know, we got love for our brothers and sisters, you know, and we not with that boycott. So, Warrior Ali, welcome to the stage. You have anything you wanted to ask? Questions? Anybody have any more closing remarks? Because we about to close the room.
Yeah, no, I was just listening to the conversation. I didn't have anything to add to the topic. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. So y'all make sure y'all check in with my brother Spirit Bay. Like I said, he's definitely been in the field doing this work, and like I said, it's not about money. You can't put a price on this information. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta tap in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Support. If y'all want to get some of those books, y'all know how to get in contact with him. Make sure y'all check in. So on that note.
All right, don't go over. Yeah, hold on. Can I say something real quick? How many of y'all read this book called How Criminalizing the Race? It's called Criminalizing a Race. It's a hell of a book.
I haven't read it, but I read something close to it.
It's about $34,000.
Wow.
34,000.
That's why I couldn't read it, brother.
Oh, I got the book. If you want it, I got the book. It's crazy. I got it. Email me, SabirBayRadio@gmail.com, but you ain't getting it for free. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this too, because Bob Marley said this. I don't know if y'all remember 3 o'clock roadblock before we close out. Remember the song in 3 o'clock roadblock where Bob Marley said, "You have no birth certificate on me, man." Go listen to it.
No birth certificate on me.
You have no birth certificate on me, so how you got jurisdiction over me? Think about it. Listen, they had to get rid of Bob, bro. So I thank you, my brother. Anytime you need me, brother, I'm here. Y'all reach out to me. My email is SabirBay, SABIRBEY radio@gmail.com. And that is also my Zelle, my PayPal, my Chime, my Apple Pay. And my brother Levy, I thank you, brother. I love you, brother. You know, stay up,
likewise, brother.
Stay positive, brother. You know, and listen, y'all, support these African businesses, brother. That's your family. Don't let nobody create division, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
we can all make money together, brother.
No doubt.
Next time you're in Morocco, bring back some things for
I'm
us.
going to go back. You know what's funny? I got this.
I got your store, man.
I know I'm working on it because
I'll buy some Sabir Bay products or something you brought back.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I brought back. I got the last argan oil, right? This resin at the bottom. You never see argan oil. The real resin is at the bottom of the argan oil, not the stuff that the white man cut up like, you know, you cut up cocaine, nigga. Let me stop. But listen, y'all. Yes, email me, SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. And check out my YouTube channel, Sabir Bay's YouTube. And thank you, my brother. You got to do this again, man.
Oh, we gotta do it. Make sure we have a bigger audience because this brother is very famous in the Moorish world.
I'm not famous, brother. I'm not. None of that. Listen, I'm just a regular servant, brother. That's it. I'm good. I'm from South Philly. That's it. I'm just a regular servant from Philly, baby. That's it. You know, I'm good.
I'm saying more people should have been in this room. I just came by accident. So I thought I came back.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of Rastafari, but a lot of people would definitely take a listen to your scholarship, bro.
I think
you know what? Like I was saying to the brother, you know, we gotta stop the division between us. You know, it's about us coming together. We coming into the knowledge that we are all the same people. We can't say, okay, we this and no, we that, we this. This is the problem that we've been having all of these years. You know, because the confusion.
And
you know.
Yeah, that's true. And let me say this, brother Lance, and I love you too, brother. This is the thing. People keep saying what Africans don't spend money on, right? Do you spend money with Africans? How about that part? People say, well, Africans don't spend money with us. Do you spend money with Africans? Think about it. We spend money with Chinese every time you get your girl nails done or her feet done. Think about it. So I thank you, my brother. Stay up. Share the videos out, man. I thank you, my brother. We got to do this again. All right.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, y'all. Y'all be in tune. And next time y'all come in, share the room, invite more people. And yo, be on the lookout, because like I said, until we do the next time, the next room, make sure y'all check Shabir Bay on YouTube, because he's doing this every day. All right. So,
Peace. And leave your emotions at the door. You so-called blacks, leave your damn emotions at the door. Okay. Peace.
Peace.